everyone, so I'm back with a video for you guys, and today I wanted to do my daytime glam. This is a look that I would do for a day event, somewhere like a brunch or maybe a baby shower, a place where you don't want to show up with like full-on smoky eye glam, but you also don't want to show up like plain Jane. So, which there's nothing wrong with plain Jane, but that's my everyday look. This is a little bit more extra, but not too extra, if that makes any sense. So, if you guys want to know how I achieve this look, the NW20 concealer by MAC. And I'm applying this with an e.l.f. brush. This is just a flat eyeliner brush from Target, $3. And I'm just going to smear that out. It's a lot lighter, well, not a lot lighter, but it's like 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. But I love it because it actually blacks out like any veins that I have in my face, which, by the way, I've been dealing with a lot of redness lately because I'm actually 4 months pregnant, and this baby is like killing me, man. Like, I've been nauseous every day. I throw up a lot, and it's weird because when I throw up, I'm not really throwing up like food. I'm just throwing up like acid, or I don't know what it is really. That might be TMI, but nobody tells you these things like before you get pregnant, and then you're pregnant and you're like, why didn't anybody tell me that? I'm going to set that concealer, and I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier, oh, I thought I was going to drop all my brushes, the Laura Mercier powder and an e.l.f. brush. I think this is a concealer brush, yeah. So the reason you want to make sure you set it is so that your powder shadows blend easily and nicely, because if you don't set it, you might have, if you add a darker color to that, you might have like harsh lines on there, and they're going to be hard to blend. So just set everything, just like if it was like your actual face. Make sure you set your eyeshadow base as well. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. And I'm going to go in with my Sigma E40 brush. I'm just going to dip it into this color. I'm going to use it as my transition color. You don't have to be perfect with this because you're simply using it as a transition color, like I said. So it's going to make all the other colors I'm going to add blend easier. So don't worry, just make sure you add this to the crease and a little bit above it to add some dimension to your eyes. And today I'm just going to keep it below natural, but I'm going to do a wing liner. I'm going to attempt to do a wing liner on camera, so wish me luck. So once you're done with that, I'm going to go in with a darker color on the outer crease. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe M330 brush, and I'm going to dip it into this color. Very gently dust off the excess. And I'm going to be focusing this on the outer corner of my eye. This brush isn't cutting it for me, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to go in with the Sigma E35 brush, and that same color, but the other one was kind of like not cutting it for me, so. So yeah, you can bring this up a little bit, but don't bring it up too much. Just make sure you blend the whole thing out, but try to keep it on the outer corner only. And I want my eyes to be rounded for this look, so I'm not like winging it out with the brush. I'm keeping the eyeshadow in place, and I'll just let the wing do its thing, you know? Like once I add the gel liner to it. So now, since I want it to be more, like a little bit more darker, I'm gonna go in with the Sigma E25 brush. You know what? Since I can't find my E25, I'm gonna go in with my Eco Tools brush. It's like this dual brush that I got from Ulta. It's so old it doesn't even have the names on it anymore, but it looks like this. So now I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's like a much deeper brown, but it has a little tiny bit of a red undertone, not too much, but I'm simply just going to use this to apply it, and then I'm going to use another brush to blend it out. So just apply it on there. And again, I'm just keeping it on my outer corner. I'm not going to move it in a lot. I'm going to go in with the Morphe M332 brush, and I'm going to use this to blend out the harsh lines that I have from the previous color. And there you go. It's just going to add some definition to your eyes. So once you're done with that, I'm going to add a lid color. I'm going to go in with the white one that is on here. Well, that's in this palette. It's this one right here. And I'm just going to add this to the lid on the inner corner of the eye. And you can layer this color if you like, since I'm just keeping it simple. I'm not really going to do too much of it. So I'm going to go in with 2 layers. Right there. And then with the same M332 brush by Morphe, I'm going to use that to lightly blend the center of the lid and then on the top. Just to get rid of the harsh lines that I might have from the white shadow that I added. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Black is Black Eye Studio eyeliner, and this is a gel liner. And I just bought this brush, so I've never used it before. Hopefully it does the job. This is a Morphe R45, and it's really, really thin, so I'm hoping it's gonna work. It does have synthetic bristles. So the easiest way to do your liner is angle your mirror down. So you're looking down like this, because you can see every angle when you do that. First, you do the wing. Then you outline everything. Okay, so for lashes, I'm going to go in with the Ardell Wispies no, I don't think they're Wispies actually. They're just the 120s, and they're more of a natural look. Oh no, I'm not used to this duo lash glue, and it doesn't dry as fast as my other one, and I just legit messed it up, but it's okay. If you get glue on your eyeliner, it's okay. You can go in and cover it with more liner afterwards. I press them together just so they blend a little better, and it makes them like flare out a little bit more. And then I'm going to go in and just add a little tiny bit of mascara, and I literally just dab it on just so my lashes don't show that much, because I do have blonde eyelashes, even though I'm not blonde at all. I'm going to go in with the Pixie Fixing Mist, and you're supposed to use this before. Well, you're supposed to use this after your foundation, but I like using it before to kind of prepare my skin. Now, I'm going to go in with the Born This Way foundation. This is in the color Nude. And then I dab my beauty blender on there. Dab the foundation on my face. Normally, I would use like a pore filling primer, but because I'm filming and I'm not going to do anything after today, I'm not really going to do that. Okay, so I just went ahead and did the concealer off camera because I was actually trying out this trick to prevent under eye creasing. So I used the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I set that concealer with the Naked Skin Ultra Definition Loose Powder, which looks like this, and then I baked with the Kat Von D powder. So now I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer just to add some dimension to my face. I'm not going to contour because that takes way too long, and since this is a kind of like an everyday glam, not everyday, but you know, like a day glam, I'm not going to go too hard with the contouring and stuff. So I'm just bronzing up the face a little bit. I'm using a sample of the Marc Jacobs bronzer, which I absolutely freaking love. I have to splurge on the full size one because I love this one so much. Then I'm going to go in with my blush, and I'm using the Milani Luminoso blush. For highlighter, I'm going to use the MAC Soft and Gentle because it's not like too out there. It's more of a natural gleam, but it adds a little bit of highlight to the cheeks, a little bit to the nose, Cupid's bow. And then also a trick, like if you think you got like way out of hand with this whole section right here, just go in with a big fluffy brush and blend everything out. I'm going to be using the F30, yeah, the F30 to do that. And then I'm going to set everything with the same Pixie Fixing Mist.